What if I told you that the first 60 minutes after you wake up decides whether you are going to be inflamed or not? And before you think that I'm going to simply tell you not to eat sugar with your breakfast or do exercise daily, well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 morning actions that most people are taking that are causing inflammation in their body, and how simply by changing those 5 actions in the morning, literally you can get rid of inflammation. So stay till the end because I'm going to share with you exactly how to follow these 5 morning actions that is going to get rid of inflammation. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you this morning 60-minute protocol to download that you can follow to reduce inflammation quickly. Hi, I'm Dr. Anshul Gupta, a former Cleveland Clinic functional medicine physician from US. I help people improve their chronic diseases by making personalized functional medicine plans. All right, so let's get started. So the number one thing over here is that most people think that the inflammation starts in their body as soon as they start eating breakfast. Well, in reality, your immune system is already receiving signals from your surroundings even before you take a single bite of food. And these surrounding environmental signals will determine whether your immune system is going to be in inflamed state or healing state. The moment you wake up, your body shifts from overnight state to the daytime state. What that means is that your cortisol starts rising. That wakes you up and gives you energy to start moving. Your liver starts detoxifying your body and also start producing more glucose. And plus your nervous system becomes more alert. And this is all normal physiological response. The problem occurs when this morning transition gets disorganized because of irregular sleep, immediate physiological stress, prolonged inactivity, and inconsistent light exposure. And because of our modern day lifestyle, we make these 5 mistakes in the morning that causes our immune system to start producing inflammation. The very first mistake that we make is that we do not get any sunlight exposure in the morning. Research is very clear that indoor lighting in our houses is not enough to reset our circadian rhythm and also our hormonal imbalances. And for that, we need natural sunlight. So the very first thing you need to fix is that as soon as you wake up, within 30 minutes of your waking up, you need to go outside to get some natural light. What happens when you get sunlight exposure in the morning is that it rebalances your cortisol, your melatonin, as well as your glucose metabolism. And plus the photoreceptors on your eyes as well as on your skin sends signal to your immune system so that they produce less inflammatory markers. This was proven in research studies where they checked inflammation markers in shift workers. That means those workers were working overnight and not getting any sun exposure during the day. And the inflammation markers of these shift workers was much more higher than normal workers who had the same workload. Step 2 is not letting your phone rile up your immune system and inflaming it. For most of the people these days, as soon as they wake up, they are looking at their phone for either checking their emails, for their calendars, or just checking news, what is happening across the world. Now what happens is that when you wake up in the morning, your nervous system is slowly waking up and your cortisol is also rising up slowly. But when you reach for that phone, your nervous system literally gets a jolt. Your cortisol spikes very quickly. And because of that, your nervous system goes on the edge and sends signal to your immune system to start producing more inflammatory chemicals in your body. So at least for the first 45 to 60 minutes in your day, try not to look at your phone. Instead, what I would like you to do is that when you are stepping out to get those sunlight exposure, you do some deep breathing exercise. So actually you support your nervous system and your adrenal glands so it can take the stress of your day. So the goal is not to completely avoid stress. That is literally not possible. But the goal over here is to delay your stress and also prepare your nervous system to handle that stress better in the later half of the day. And you can easily do it with 4-7-8 breathing technique. And for that, simply you inhale for 4 seconds. You hold for 7 seconds and then you exhale for 8 seconds. That's one cycle. I would like you to repeat 5 cycles of this breathing technique that resets your nervous system. Now let's move on to step number 3, which is hydrating your body in the proper fashion. Now, during nighttime, your body gets dehydrated. And what is the first thing that most people do is that they reach for their tea or coffee in the morning. Well, unfortunately, your tea and coffee dehydrates you if you take it in the first 60 minutes of your daytime. So instead, you need to delay your tea or coffee at least 60 minutes after you wake up. And instead of that, I will like you to take this anti-inflammatory tea in the morning that is going to reduce inflammation and also hydrate your body properly. And for that, basically, you just need 1 cup of warm water. And in this, you add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half an inch of ginger, squeeze in half a lemon or lime, sprinkle some black pepper into it. You mix all of these things together and then you sip it slowly. This morning drink has helped several of my patients get rid of their inflammation. It also supports your liver health, your gut health, and also hydrates your body internally. Along with having 1 cup of this tea, I will also recommend additional 1 cup of warm water that is going to further hydrate your body along with this tea. Step number 3 is waking up your musculoskeletal system. Now, for a lot of people, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they hit the gym or they are going for a 30 to 40 minutes run. Well, exercise is very important, but first you need to wake up your muscles so your body can work better when you're exercising later. And for this, you don't need extensive exercising. Just 5 minutes of body movement is what you need. For that, simply you can do standing jogging or jumping jacks. And then after that, you can do a couple of squats and follow that with couple of push-ups, and that's it. That literally is waking up all of the different major muscles of your body, and literally you only need 4 to 5 minutes of this body movement in the morning to wake up all of your muscles. Now, why this is important is that your muscles produce a chemical called myokines, and myokines is responsible for controlling your inflammatory process in your body. That's the reason prolonged sitting these days is called as smoking. Because when you do not move, this myokine is not released, and that increases inflammation in your body. And when you are sleeping for 6 to 8 hours in the night, then you're literally not moving. And that's the reason we need to activate your biggest muscles so they can release these myokines, so that again you get into the anti-inflammatory state. Now comes step 5, and this is where breakfast comes into place. The last thing in your morning routine. What you eat and how you eat your breakfast matters a lot. For most people, the first thing they put into their mouth is either a tea or a coffee or some kind of carbohydrate. Well, we want to reorganize your breakfast. What that means is that the first food that enters your mouth should be either a non-starchy vegetable or even better, a protein. The reason being, non-starchy vegetables and protein do not raise your insulin levels as well as do not raise your blood sugar. So your inflammation levels also do not increase. Plus, when you eat proteins in the morning, that gives you enough amino acids that are required for different enzymatic processes, which are involved in keeping your immune system in good check. So instead of reaching for that toast or a jam or a fruit, go for that non-starchy vegetable or a protein, which can easily be done by either making a chia seed pudding, where you are soaking 1 tablespoon of chia seeds overnight, and by adding them in non-flavored Greek yogurt in the morning. So that gives you both protein and fiber in the morning. Alternatively, you can do eggs with non-starchy vegetables in the form of omelette also. Also, you can make oatmeal, but make sure it is steel cut oats, because those are the only ones which have less amount of carbohydrates. But you still need to add more protein to this oatmeal. And for that, you can easily use nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds in your oatmeal. Do not add sugary fruits in your oatmeal. Again, I don't want to tell you that carbohydrates are inherently bad. You can still eat carbohydrates, but it is about the timing and the sequence of the food that you eat. So in the morning at least, you need a high protein breakfast. So these are the 5 most common actions which determines whether your body is going to be in inflamed state today or not. Now let me share with you exactly how to follow this 60-minute morning protocol. And as promised, I'm going to share you this 60-minute protocol into a downloadable handout. So please comment below inflammation, and I'm going to share with you the link to download this protocol. Alright, so let's get started. So, step one, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you need to get sunlight exposure for 10 to 15 minutes. And you need to get this done within 30 minutes of you waking up. Step two, when you are getting this outdoor sunlight exposure, you need to work on your nervous system by doing the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This will take 5 minutes to complete 5 cycles of this 4-7-8 breathing technique. Then let's move to step number 3, where you hydrate your body and drink the anti-inflammatory tea. And as an additional thing, you can drink another 1 cup of warm water to hydrate your body completely. Now let's move to step 4, which is activating your musculoskeletal system. And as I shared with you, you do not need intense exercise. We just want to send signals to wake up your musculoskeletal system. So for that, you need 4 to 5 minutes of gentle exercising. And the step number 5 is choosing the right breakfast and eating them in the right manner. What that means is that make sure, first of all, your breakfast is a high protein breakfast. The first food that enters your mouth should be non-starchy vegetable or a protein. It should not be carbohydrates or any kind of sugar. And make sure you are delaying your tea and coffee for at least 60 minutes after you wake up in the morning. And that's it. Now you have the exact morning routine that is going to help your body in reducing inflammation and stopping it. But depending on how much inflammation is present in your body, it might take you 1 to 2 weeks for this protocol to work completely on you. So start this tomorrow itself, start implementing at least few things and slowly go on the whole protocol for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And let me know if you are feeling your inflammation reducing in your body. Now, along with following this anti-inflammation protocol, you can always add a strong InflammaPro supplement. I have created this InflammaPro supplement specifically to reduce inflammation in people's body. It is a combination of turmeric, ginger, boswellia, quercetin, and other anti-inflammatory herbs. Has helped thousands of people in reducing inflammation. So if you want to buy this supplement and make it as a part of your anti-inflammatory routine, the link will be in the description for you to buy it. So I hope you understand why mornings are so important, and following the right morning routine can literally help you in reducing inflammation. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you keep on getting this information in the future also. Plus share this video with others who might benefit from it. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.